Hello, my name is Emerson Ford, and I'm currently a senior at Liberty University studying for my bachelor's in psychology. This video is for the completion of my assignment in Psych 491 for Professor Heather. This is my interview assignment, and I had the incredible opportunity to interview my senior pastor at the church that I attend, Cornerstone Baptist Church in Swartz Creek, Michigan. Pastor Nate Brown is the individual that I interviewed, and he has been an incredible role model for me throughout my process of studying my bachelor's and pursuing psychology and pursuing counseling. Pastor Nate Brown has actually achieved two masters through Liberty University's program. He has a master's in exposition and a master's in divinity for a pastoral counseling. So I thought he would be an incredible candidate to interview, as he is actively a pastoral counselor for one, and actively counseling individuals in our church and individuals that reach out to him through our community. Pastor Nate has been an incredible encourager, has been a great encouragement throughout me studying my bachelor's. We talk often and we continuously encourage each other through our different endeavors. He understands my heart for people and my goal to be a clinical counselor or pastoral counselor, and has pushed me along the way. So I thought he would be an incredible person to interview and gain insight into how he develops a treatment plan, engages with his clients who are often church members. So this assignment was incredibly useful to gain a lot of information and a lot of insight into how I might one day pursue the career. I was with Pastor Nate's counseling, his daily duties. He said typically he has individuals reach out to him first. He said that this kind of tests the individual or the couple's commitment to seek out counseling and to follow a counseling/treatment plan. He said during the first session, it is typically a needs analysis session, just to discover the needs of the client, discover the needs of the couple, and see exactly what it is that their relationship is needing in order to be restored. And he says through this first session, typically he also forms a treatment plan together with the client, one that they will be able to commit to, but one that also challenges them beyond what they believe they can do, which also tests their commitment to completing the treatment plan, tests their commitment to each other, and their commitment to actually wanting change. I asked Pastor Nate if he feels he's encountered anyone that reaches out to him just to say that they've tried counseling, just to kind of check off a box, and say that they tried it but it didn't work, so that way they can continue to follow through with divorce or whatever irregular behavior they might be engaging in. And he said he has not seen it often, as he does set up some checkpoints to make sure that a couple or an individual is fully committed to counseling. With this process, he has established several boundaries to make sure that his time is best utilized and that the time of his clients are also best utilized. This isn't to say that he turns anybody down, but just that he likes to work with people who actually want to seek change and seek that their relationship be restored. He has been counseling for our church since 2020, and I do believe he became the senior pastor for it before then as well. One of the questions for the assignment was, what is the most fulfilling portion of the career or the industry or what he does? And he said working with people. Pastor Nate genuinely has a heart to reach people and reach the community, and that shows through the community events that we do through the church, for the community. And yeah, he said that his heart, his passion is to help people and work with people. And he said the most fulfilling part of the job is to see relationships restored, to see individuals restored, and see people reaching Christ. He said that is his ultimate passion and ultimate goal, is to have others find Christ and find peace and rest in our Savior Jesus. And he said that is the greatest thing to see once maybe a treatment plan is committed or throughout the process of counseling. That does segue into what might be the most challenging portion. And funny enough, it may be ironic, but he said working with people. One, it is fulfilling to work with people, but then two, it can also be an incredible challenge to work with people, especially those that may not be 100% committed to the treatment plan or fully committed to, restoring any sort of relationship. And he says that can be an incredible challenge oftentimes. I asked if he finds it challenging to disconnect or disassociate from his time in the office to his time at home. When he gets home, is he able to just leave that behind and actually be able to spend time with his family? That was an important question for me. As my wife and I have talked, we both understand that I am an incredibly caring and emotionally driven individual, and there is a little bit of worry that I will become a little too emotionally involved or attached to maybe some of the clients that I engage with. And that was important for me to understand if there is any process to just setting aside the two different domains, between counseling and family. And he said it's just something he's found that when he gets older, as he's matured, he prioritizes his time with his family and understands that he can't be everyone's problem solver. He urged me not to be everyone's problem solver, that we are more a guide, and that the client, the individual, or the couple needs to really solve their own problems. And we are merely just a guide that helps them along and kind of curates and facilitates maybe a path for them to find that restoration in their relationship. But we in no means should be the solver of their problems. We went further on, and I asked him about obviously growth, professional growth. He says there's plenty of workshops that are out there that he attends and he engages in and utilizes to continually grow in his profession and learn. He said that's going to be the number one thing within this profession, is to continue learning. Make sure you never hit a wall or hit a roadblock, that you are continuously pushing forward to learn more and just develop yourself as a counselor. Last question for our assignment was there any recommendations, particularly for me? He knows me, he knows my heart, he knows what I want to pursue and what my goals are, and I asked him for any recommendations, maybe even a little bit of advice. And he said, number one, just love people. Stay encouraged, be an encouragement to people, and keep the end goal in sight. He said it's going to be very difficult to see different people, ones that you may even know or come across, on a daily basis, or just through the church. And for him personally, church members. And he said it's important just to keep the end goal in mind so that you are not also discouraged throughout the process. And then I did want to further along and ask him, my final question for him was there any passage that he has carried him through his life so far? And he immediately brought up Psalms 32:8, and just he paraphrased, as the psalmist is speaking about Jesus or God and his promise to us that he will guide us and continue to move us forward and be our help and lead us. And I feel that ties in perfectly with my life passage of Psalms 121, where we seek our help through Jesus, and he created the earth, so why would he not have the power to watch over us and lead us and guide us? So I thought that was a very nice end to the interview there with him. Thank you so much for listening, and hope to see you soon.